Hey guys, this week I have the 2018 Kia Stinger. This is the 2-liter turbo all-wheel drive car. So, somewhat base model. It's got all-wheel drive. It's not the GT. This has a decent 2-liter engine. And it has the tech package. So it has radar-guided cruise control, lane keep assist, and a bunch of other features that are really nice and make this a pretty interesting luxurious buy at $37,000. A little bit cheaper than the Toyota Camry that I had a couple weeks ago, and really, really good to drive. First off, the thing I love kind of the most about the Kia Stinger is all the rear room you have kind of in this hatchback style rear tailgate. Just a ton of space here. You can fold the seats down for even more room. You've got this nice cargo cover here. And as a result, you just have a ton of compartment space. I think about 20% more than what's in the segment, and pretty close to some hatchbacks and SUVs. In the rear seats, you sit back a little bit. It feels like you're kind of a little bit more of a performance riding passenger position. The seat has a little bit of a rake to it, which is kind of nice, and I'm sure that's also to just get you lower in the rear seat because this roof does slope down just a bit. Headroom is very good. I've got about two inches or so above my head, set to my driving position at 5'10". I've got a lot of leg room. It's nice and comfortable back here. Nice place to be. Very easily fit for 4 passengers back here. I will say this is a major step up for Kia in overall quality. This car feels very premium. It rides great, it handles great. This 2-liter puts out plenty of power. You have a lot of great luxurious features: heated steering wheel, stop start, heated seats, drive mode selector, great transmission. The engine's pretty good. Just a very, very nice premium car. This I like these vents. Kind of harks back to Maserati, or just kind of this is a sporty look for these vents here. It's kind of cool. A lot of design cues from GT cars, and just an overall nice shape. Let's do a quick walk around here and just show you around a bit. All the vents you see on this are pretty functional, except for the hood vents. You do have these brake duct inlets and another duct here to relieve pressure under the wheel well. I love the rear end on this car. It looks good. I've been getting a ton of attention. You still get quad exhaust tips there with a little bit of a rear diffuser. Yeah, I'm about the Stinger GT. I almost said Stinger GT. I'm about the Stinger all-wheel drive. I was a little bit underwhelmed to hear that it wasn't the GT at first when I got my loan, but after driving this for a few days, for the price, this is a fantastic car. You have a little bit of a smaller screen in this base model, but still a nice backup camera and rear park assist and all that stuff. It'll tell you if someone's coming in your blind spot and all that good stuff. At low speeds, we're just going to drive in comfort mode. Light steering, really quiet. Engine's nice and quiet in this car. You can't really hear much from the 2-liter. Nice visibility and everything. This is just like I said, this has a very premium feel to it. All the buttons, all the knobs have a consistent tactility to them. And this powertrain is a great combination. The 2-liter turbo has just a tick of turbo lag, but it really pulls and works well with the transmission. It feels torquey, it feels powerful. The all-wheel drive just gives you a ton of traction, and there is an amazing amount of grip in this chassis. I can't believe it. We're not going to be able to test that on this entrance ramp, so maybe we will cut ahead to the highway passing here. I'm going to change the driving mode to Smart so that it's going to adapt to the driving conditions. There's a bunch of different modes. You have Smart, Eco, Comfort, Sport, and you can customize a specific driving mode. Sport seems to really liven the car up a little bit more steering weight, and a pretty nice feel. Get an idea for passing power here. Nice acceleration onto the highway. I've been using the radar guided cruise control and lane keep assist a lot in the car. It's a system that works incredibly well. It keeps you very well centered in your lane. Cruise control seems to work nicely. I don't feel like it's over braking all the time. It's a good system. It just needs you to put your hands back on the wheel after about 15 seconds or so. Cruising at about 100 RPM at 75 miles per hour. All right, now let's throw it into sport mode here. Watch out for this cop. And we'll get a chance to feel what this car does around some corners. There's just a ton of mechanical grip. 65 miles an hour around this entrance ramp. Gives you a nice blip on downshifts. Shift on its own if you take it up to red line with the paddle shifters. Let's do that one more time. That was fun. Great brake pedal, nice and firm. Awesome turn in, a little bit of rotation there under acceleration. The grip in this Kia Stinger is just amazing. This is a fantastic chassis. I'm a big fan of the handling on this car. The all-wheel drive, I haven't driven a rear-wheel drive Stinger yet, but the all-wheel drive feels really balanced. It doesn't feel overweighted or sluggish. There's maybe just a little bit of, drivetrain loss from that all-wheel drive system. I feel like it could be a little bit more powerful, but honestly, it's really good as it is. If you live in an environment and an area where you're going to be seeing some winter conditions, I'm sure this would be a fantastic car to drive in the wintertime. And you're not really giving up any driving dynamics as a result of that all-wheel drive. It feels phenomenal. I love the brakes. It's nice and quiet at speed. You really don't get a lot of engine noise from this four-cylinder, but maybe that's okay. If you want something sportier, you can always swing for the GT. All the reviews that I've seen on this car, all the remarks that people have been saying on this lower model is that you get a lot of bang for your buck, and you really do. It is phenomenal how many features and how nice this car is. I really like the auto hold feature at lights where you can just take your foot off the brake and the car will stay stopped. One annoying thing I do have is auto start stop. You can't really have that disabled all the time. You have to basically just turn off. Every time you turn on the car, you have to disable it if you don't want it to turn on. It's probably something to save a little bit on emissions and all of that. Just driving around normally. Comfort mode. Let's throw it into comfort here. Comfort mode is just a nice everyday driving scenario setting. Eco will make things just a little bit more efficient, obviously. This is just a fantastic package. I don't have enough good things to say about the Kia Stinger. I think if you're looking for a more luxurious sedan in this price range, this should definitely be something to consider. And I would say driving fun is right up there with the Honda Accord 2-liter Sport. The Honda Accord has a better engine, I think, and transmission, but this is just a very compelling package. The handling from this is unbelievable. This has more grip than some sports cars that I've driven, and it really has a great chassis. I'm quite impressed with the performance. Even ride quality is nice with all the insane potholes we've been getting recently here in Michigan. So there you go, guys. Pretty good first impressions on the Kia Stinger. I'll probably be posting another video on this at night. I think it'd be fun to get this out at nighttime and do a little bit of a drive, see what it can do in the dark, and you can see the gauges and everything in a little bit more detail in low light scenarios. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate all of the views. I know we're almost at 60,000 subscribers, or 50,000 subscribers now at filming this. Pretty exciting stuff. I appreciate all the support. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Pretty exciting week in this car, and a few more good press cars coming up to look forward to as well. I've got some cool stuff planned for this spring. And of course, my favorite feature with this car is the detonator lock button. Love it.